Vulnerable seniors are often victims of scams that hit their budgets hard.
Those who are victimized usually live alone or have physical limitations. In our continuing series right now, Breaking the Silence, Elder Abuse Awareness, WATE 6 on Your Side consumer reporter Don Dare explains why some seniors are at risk.
Scams targeting the elderly is big business. It's a frightening epidemic, especially for those who are unaware. For scammers, Facebook appears to be an easy way to contact potential victims. One of those we talk with lost her life savings. The other confesses she should have known better. Why did you believe this?
Idiot. That's just plain and simple. An idiot.
Pat Wilhoit admits she made a costly mistake when she started corresponding with this man who she thought was Paul Stewart. The picture, however, was copied. She didn't know that.
This is where it all started at.
It started with a friend request on Facebook. Describing himself as a high-ranking U.S. Army officer, Stewart claimed he was in Syria on a peacekeeping mission. Pat, a former U.S. Marine, admits she was smitten by him. Love is as sweet as your voice. Love is magical. She fell hard after he sent her love messages.
He wanted to make love to me, hold me in his arms, kiss me.
Convinced of his affection, Pat wired $5,600 so her so-called boyfriend could fly to Tennessee.
Elder victims are very vulnerable. We have had cases of someone pretending to befriend someone online.
Nora Monday of Community Health of East Tennessee is an expert on elder abuse. She says imposter online scammers are usually from overseas. To prosecute them, the scammer first must be identified. However, finding international imposters is next to impossible.
I borrowed the money.
How much?
$27,500 and $8,700 and $1,500.
More than $37,000 was sent in a bank-to-bank transfer to an imposter, in this case, a Derek Wayne. Rhonda spends a lot of time on Facebook. With severe Parkinson's disease, she's homebound. After corresponding for months, her online friend sent a text. He had come into a lot of money following a court judgment.
They awarded him $980,000.
He won the $980,000.
Yes.
The phony Derek Wayne told Rhonda he wanted to make her a partner and share the loot. But first, he needed her to pay some fees for him. She took the bait and sent the money. And why would he want you to have part of the money?
For taking care of it.
Romance scams exploit a senior's loneliness and vulnerability. Once trust is built between the two, the scammer then requests money, according to a Federal Committee on Aging report.
I think that the current financial scams, especially the romantic scams, are exceptionally savvy. It looks real.
Dr. Monica Crane specializes in geriatrics, the medical care of older adults. She says sometimes cognitive judgment diminishes for some older people, especially if there are physical issues and limitations.
For a lot of people, they look at the internet and it is real. If someone sends a photo, it must be the real person. What we find is people have trouble distinguishing something that is too good to be true from something that is actually a benefit.
Rhonda borrowed heavily against her house to pay off her debt. Pat never saw her money again either. If you have an older friend or relative who lives alone, find out who they may be talking with if they use social media. Don Dare, WATE 6 on Your Side.